It's the battle for New York, or New Jersey for that matter. The Giants and Jets are underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit.
Again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Okay, here we go.
3rd down and 1.
Get set quick, all right? We're going on the alpha.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Pushing through the contact, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Jones. That is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter.
But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 3 yards out. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Second and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Meanwhile, Jones' throw completely to Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
we go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
56.
2nd down and 6 now.
Why shift to cruise? Up we go.
Yeah, defense, they're blitzing here. Jones will find Hodgins there complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Go north salad. Go north salad.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So a frustrating result. It's a 10-play drive, but it yields nothing on the scoreboard.
And to get off the field there without giving up points, that's a big win defensively.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped it for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
88,
Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh,
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. He finds him again. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, wide shift, Max. Elsa.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
Number 50, that you block over here. Stand 300. Stand 300. Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. On the slant, he's got Hardman. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, pick 26. Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
In motion right is Wilson. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers on 1st down. He finds Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 30 yards. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jets 21, Giants 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Goldfish, goldfish. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Up we go.
Throwing Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal, New York.
26. Get Mike.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Giants nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
33-yard line.
Gold River! Gold River! Up we go.
Now Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
Hustler, hustler, hustler. Hustler, hustler. Biggie, 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 biggie. Up we go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Gano's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Second down and a yard.
Go right! Wind out. You got 58.
Here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Rodgers now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. In motion right, that's Hardman. Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed the convert on 4th and long.
First down, New York.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers looking to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
26.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Rodgers now to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, take 26. Box it, box it, box. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get